as family now, because over the past few months, a lot of you have commented, and I feel like we've built a rapport, even though we've never met face to face. But just coming on to say what's going on. Hope everyone had a good new year. How did I spend my new year? I didn't do anything. Basically just getting rid of old stuff, cleaning up my closet, cleaning out my drawers, just trying to minimize and declutter and get rid of things that I don't use. Aside from also wanting to declutter and just minimalize, can get the word out, and simplify my life, I've also thinking about things that I want to accomplish in 2023. Like, I was talking to one of my coworkers and she told me that she read 54 books this past year. And I was like, how did you do that? Well, she was like, most of them were on audiobooks. And I'm like, well, is that even reading? And she was like, yes, it does count towards reading. I do want to increase my reading, some fiction and definitely quite a bit of nonfiction. Remember earlier on in one of the vlogs, I was looking for the stand for the Christmas tree that I previously owned and I couldn't find it. And because of that, I went and I purchased a new Christmas tree. Well, guess what turned up in the midst of me doing all of this decluttering and cleaning the Christmas tree? Right now, I'm getting ready to film some content for the channel and I am in my bedroom. Thankfully, it's bright outside, so I do have some natural light. And I have my ring light set up with my camera right here. I am so annoyed. Stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. The drive-through line is drive-through-in. Okay, there's like 9 cars in the drive-through. So I pull into a parking space really quickly and I proceeded to run to the door. Pulled on the door and it's locked. It's 6:45 in the morning. Why aren't you guys open? Why? Like, this is the reason why Starbucks will always have Dunkin' Donuts beat. So ecstatic that I made it to the gym. I don't care what was happening this morning. I don't care that I woke up a little bit late. I wanted to get to the gym for 6 a.m., but I didn't get there until 10. No more excuses. In the past, if I didn't wake up to make it to the gym early enough, I would say things like, oh, I'll just go tomorrow because I'll wake up earlier and go. Working as a nurse at the bedside, I see so much illness. I see people come in debilitated. Like, even young people. When I say young, I'm talking about 50s, 60s. Can't walk, can't move, chronic pain. And a lot of that is attributed to lifestyle. And I think that if we were to take our nutrition and our fitness more seriously, we would be looking forward to a better future as far as quality of life. I don't want to be debilitated. I don't want to have a whole lot of, I don't want any chronic illnesses, to be exact. And I feel like I have a lot of power in my hands to do so, to be physically active, to make better nutrition choices, and that is what I'm going to do. What's up, y'all? I am finished getting waxed. My esthetician was like, you need to do better for 2023 because the last time I was there at the spa was back in September. So my eyebrows were bushy, my underarms were woofing. Like, I'm never good at maintaining these appointments. So for 2023, I also plan to keep up with my self-care and my maintenance appointments. Right now, my daughter and I, we are at a Thai restaurant about to get some dinner. Guys, is it just me or was that not too much food? I could not believe it. I'm like, how many people are here eating? Like, we really need to do something about the serving size of foods that are served in restaurants. It's too much. There's no reason why that is a single order for one person. I had no clue like it was going to be that much rice. I didn't even eat all of it. I just took a small portion out, ate it, bagged the rest up, and I dropped it off at my sister's place. I told her, I was like, you can have this tomorrow for your lunch, for your dinner, and save some for Sunday because it's too much food. And then on top of that, I had ordered shrimp fried rice to go. When I saw how much rice it was, I texted my friends who I'll be working with tomorrow. And I said, girls, we have lunch. Your girl is bringing you shrimp fried rice. I'm getting ready to blend some seamoss because, like I mentioned earlier, I am on a nutrition and also on a fitness journey. That's why also I give away some of the rice because it's too show you all the seamoss that I got last summer when I was in Grenada. So this is the actual dried seamoss right here. And what I do is I just take a tiny bit, I wash it, and then I put it to soak. So when you all saw me taking it out of the bowl, that was because it had already been soaked and expanded. I put it in the NutriBullet and I added some hot water to it and I blended it. Once I'm finished blending it, I put it in a glass jar or a glass container. I do have this a little bit left right here, so I'm going to put this in a small like glass container that I have and use this tomorrow morning. I'm pretty sure a lot of you are familiar with seamoss and have heard about it. Seamoss is nutrient packed, minerals packed, very good for your diet, helps with a lot of ailments. Like for further details on seamoss, you guys can Google it and do your own research, watch some YouTube content. Before I end this vlog though, let me talk about all of the comments and love that I received on that last video talking about things that we are not doing in 2023, the nursing edition. I've had so much good feedback on that video and I thank you guys for engaging and commenting. You know, I know at the hospital where I work PRN, trust me, I know that there are managers and there are educators that watch my content, but listen, sometimes I'm like, am I doing too much? Like, am I jeopardizing my livelihood here? But you know what? Listen, you gotta stand for something, right? And what they're doing to nurses in these facilities is just not right, because then it's a trickle-down effect on the kind of care that we provide. Just the other day, I worked on the med-surg unit and I posted a YouTube short on it. I left work and I was speechless. Rarely am I ever speechless. I was just sitting in my car like, please, dear God, do not ever let any of these patients litigate. I went to work. I had 4 patients on a med-surg unit. 2 of the patients were chronic ventilator patients. Another one had a trach that was going to be taken out, decannulation. He was going to be decannulated at some point in the shift. And then the last patient was a complete care tracheostomy patient. So the busyness, the wounds, the incontinence, the amount of times I had to change stool, hang new tube feed-ins, answer call bells, attend to the ventilator when it's alarming. And then I had one situation where one of my patients went into respiratory distress. The tech was in there, she suctioned him twice, O2 sats was in the 70s, dropped to the 60s. We couldn't get him back up. I had to take him off the ventilator, attach the ambu bag, and start giving him rescue breaths. The first rescue breath I gave him, he gave like a big cough, and all of a sudden his O2 sats started going back up. They consulted ICU to come see this patient. When the intensivist got to the unit, she was like, Kendra, what are you doing up here? You like working up here? And I said, when I get sick of you guys in the ICU, I tend to come up here just to get a break. And she was like, but this patient looks good. And I explained to her what happened, the fact that I had to bag him. And I think he might have been mucus plug-in. And by bagging him, I dislodged whatever was in the way. And she was like, well, thank you so much that I don't have to take him as an admission into the ICU because it is insane down there. Anyway, guys, like I said, let me go get ready because your girl is on for 3 days in a row. I will see you guys in another video, in another vlog. Thank you all for watching.